Okay, so we know how to add and subtract monomials. Let's talk about how we multiply. So let's take, what if I give you x to the fourth times x squared? And so you're like, oh wait, those are two different families. Yeah, they sure are. So here's what I need to do. I need to understand, what does an exponent do? Exponents just mean I need to take this variable or number, whatever it happens to be, and I need to write it 4 times. So this right here actually is 4 x's times, remember the dot means times, x squared would be 2 x's. So instead of saying x, I just say x to the fourth, 4 x's. Or xx, that just means multiply it 2 times. Well, here's the nice thing about exponents. How many x's are there? Because I don't want to say x to the fourth times x squared or xxxx times xx. I just want to have like a lazy way to write it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instead of saying xxxxxx, I'm just going to say x to the 6th power. Okay, well let's take this. What if I had x squared y times x to the fourth y to the 3rd power? Let's write this. This is called expanded form. Expanded form. That's what that is. Let's expand this out. So this would be how many x's? 2. And I still have, remember, if it's not there, we know it's just a 1, so I still have that 1y. I'm going to put a times. And then this is going to be 4 x's, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 y's. Okay, well, you know, I don't want to say xxy times xxxxyyyy. Sound like I'm buffering on xxxx, y, blah, blah, blah. So I just want to say, how many x's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's. How many y's? Well, there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 y's. Now, do you see anything? Do you notice any patterns? Should we do one more? Let's do a to the 3rd b squared times a to the 4th b to the 4th. Well, let's see. That'll be 3 a's times 2 b's times, this side over here will be 1, 2, 3, 4 a's and 1, 2, 3, 4 b's. Well, that's 1, 2, 3 a's, 4, 5, 6, 7 a's. So this will give me a to the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 b's. So as you looked at that, did you come up with anything? Well, let me help you out. What is 4 plus 2? Oh, it's 6. Look at that. Well, on this one, on the x's, what is 2 plus 4? Oh, it's 6. And look at that right there. 1 plus 3 is 4. And look at that right there. So, if that's true, 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 4 is 6. So when you multiply, you actually add the exponents. Oh, it's about to get crazy in here. You're like, why? Well, you're going to see. We're going to have a lot of different rules. So, when we multiply, we actually add the exponents. So, let's try this. X squared times x to the 3rd. Let's write this expanded out. That would be x times x times x times x times x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be x to the 5th, right? Okay, all you did was say 2 plus 3 is 5. So here's my question. if I give you x to the a times x to the b, what would my rule be? Well, you told me it was 2 plus 3 is 5, so could I say my base is still x, this is my base, and I would say a plus b, x to the a plus b. Another way, sometimes you will see this written, is x to the m times x to the n. I don't really know why we use a and b or m and n. I would say this is m plus n. Either way, all I'm doing is saying that I'm adding the exponents. All right, so let's try an example. Let me leave those in the screen. Let's try 2x squared times 3x to the 6th. Okay. It's a little different because you see those parentheses. So let's get rid of the parentheses. Once you see it done once, it'll make sense to you. So 2x squared, let's just put a dot, 3x to the 6th. Okay. Numbers go with numbers, variables go with variables. So that's multiplying. So we really want 2 times 3. Multiply those together. What's 2 times 3? Well, that's 6. Okay, now let's look at this. I've got 2 x's here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's here. How many x's do I have all together? I have 8, or 6 plus 2 is 8. Now, some of you will much prefer to write this out expanded every time, and don't feel bad if you do. Use your dry erase board. It'll take a little bit more room, but you'll never get it wrong if you expand it out. Okay, let's try this one. 8c squared d times 10c cubed d to the 5th power. I'm going to give you just a second to try and work that one, and then I'm going to work it. I'm going to rewrite it without parentheses first. Some of you can do it without doing that, but I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to remember, numbers stay with numbers. So 8 and 10 are going to go together. 8 times 10 is 80. I've got 2 c's here and 3 c's here. That's going to give me a total of 5 c's. 1 d here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d's here for a grand total of 6 d's. And that, my friends, is multiplying monomials. Okay, so I want to do one more on here. Just going to kind of give you kind of a fun one. Let's do 2x cubed cubed. What? Okay, I'm still just multiplying. Remember, exponents are just a shortcut way of writing things. So do you know what they did here? They took 2x cubed and they wrote it how many times? 3 times. So this says take this and multiply it 3 times. 2x cubed times 2x cubed. Whew, okay. Numbers go with numbers. What is not plus, but times? What is 2 times 2? That's 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 times 2. Think of it like this. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. All right. 3 x's here. 3 x's here and 3 x's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 x's. And there it is. A little bit different way of looking at it, but that's all it is. All right. I want to try another one. I want to try 2. Let's do y cubed squared times 4y cubed. Let's write that out. It's like, oh, what? Okay. Well, they're saying take 2y cubed how many times? 2 times. So 2y cubed, 2y cubed. That gets this. But I still need to multiply it by this. So times 4y cubed. All right. Well, remember, numbers multiply to numbers. So 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. Okay. I've got 3 y's here, 3 y's here, and 3 y's here for a grand total of 9 y's. Very good. All right, so you kind of get the idea. I believe, I can't remember what color the worksheet is for the multiplying. I don't have it handy, but I know you're ready to multiply. I think it's on the back of the yellow one.